Hello, it's me, Mario. Oh dear. I'll give it a minute to do my Discord ping. And then I'll go spammy, linky. And then we'll explain all the changes that have happened, and why, and how, and where, and blah blah blah. Who, where, how, and why? Do 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 do. Shut the window. It's cold. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hello. We have un viewer. Ooh la la. God, my back hurts. Oh dear. How are we doing? Oh dear. Oh dearie dearie. Yes, things have changed. Lots and lots of changes on the server. Why have I got rubbish on the floor? Don't want rubbish on the floor. Put it on the table instead. Rubbish lives on the table. Do 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 do. Owie. Back hurty. We had a good day. Do 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 do. Tell you what, we've waited long enough, haven't we? There we go, right. Everything works. Right, let's go and spread some fertiliser and then we'll discuss what's going on. Need to sort them bales out. Basically, we broke the server. That's what happened. It didn't like doing what we were asking it to do. You know, 9 farms. What was it? 14 players. Yada yada yada. The server went, server says no. And went, pooed itself a little bit. So, to get around that, press the right button. We have now split onto 2 servers. For ease of, you know, workings. Which means half the farms are empty Didn't do that right, did I? There we go. Oh, grass is pretty growing. So yeah, Wayne, Ian, Dusty, and somebody else. Can't remember who. Have all transferred over to a different server. We're still running the same save game. Everything else, it's all, you know, basically a clone of the original. And yeah, so we now run 2 servers because it was struggling to cope with what we were asking it to do with all the, you know, all the equipment and the bales and everything else. It just didn't like it, which you could sort of understand. If you give me a minute, I'll have a quick look. Just see if Jacob said anything. No. Jacob's not talking to me tonight. Probably because he hasn't moved. Right, tell you what. I'll have a quick flick onto here. And I will go in here. And in there. And yeah. 14 players, 400 plus vehicles and equipment, and 3,000, you know, plus bales. It didn't like it. So yeah, if I go back onto here, this one. Find the thingy and I can tell you who's on what server. Oh dear. Right, so Ian, Dusty, Wayne and Neo are on one server, and then you got Sam, me, Morton and Adam on the other server. And just to, you know, so we'll only have the animals. I've got all the sheep farmers. Lucky me. I'm never going to make any money. But it also means loads more fields are now available to buy. So we can have fun with all of that. I think some of them... Yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on with the server anyway. We broke it and found ways around it, in a nutshell. But hey ho. Accidents happen. I think it is more of a game limitation than anything else. In fact, we were asking too much of the game. So yeah, it's sort of understandable that it sort of pooed its pants a bit and went, no. I don't want to do it. Turn the gearbox off then. So yeah, hundreds and thousands of millions of fields to be bought up. We've also had a new patch, which means I need to save up 168 grand. And the first person to guess why gets a virtual cookie. I would offer you a real cookie, but I hate them all. I like cookies. after we fertilise this field, I suppose we better get the bales out there, haven't we? Whee! Round we go. I need to find some music to start playing, don't I? No, I said music, not me sing. I'll subject you all to that. I ain't that cruel. Jacob moved it? Right. Jacob still hasn't moved. 2 grass fields to fertilise, a load of bales to shift, and then bish bash bosh, shops are good. If I could, I'd sell a load of sign. Actually, I might. I don't think I'll earn enough money off it, to be fair. Would say I'll sell a load of silage tonight. I've got, you know, 2 clamps full. Then I'll be able to buy my new toy in the spring, but need to have the money to buy the other stuff to go with the new toy, don't I? Let's just check to make sure that field's fully fertilised, shall we? No, missed a bit. Just down there. It's just not good enough. I think that's only going to take it up to second stage, but hey ho. Second stage is better than none. Whee! Yeah, can't do fertilising in cab. Ain't gonna happen. And there will be times when I go on the other server to help out, and you know, I'm glad to see what they've been up to, but we'll primarily be on this one. Oh, I need to transfer Jacob some money. Oh dear. Hopefully I won't have enough fertilizer in here to do the entire field. If not, I'm going to have to figure out which bag has only got a little bit in it. Which will be fun. Well, I've got a boatload of bags over there. Never mind. I do know it's going to be a weird feeling just having a few of us on the server, but It is what it is. Not a lot we can do about it, is there? That's the reason why I didn't stream last night. Because they were having issues, or we were having issues with the server working. Yes, I could have streamed something else, but I'm wasting all of this pass. Never mind. Yeah, I could have streamed something else, but to be honest, I wasn't in the right frame of mind for streaming last night. Various reasons. But hey ho. At least I can have a boatload of size bales. Sell all of them off. Oh dear. God, please have enough in there to do this field. Please. It'd be ever so kind of you if you do. We should have. Yeah. So yeah, there won't be as many people about unless we're doing big, you know, co-op jobs like potatoes or something like that. Which on the one hand is a shame, but at the same time, you know, peace and quiet. Jacob still hasn't moved. I think he's fallen asleep. Right, anyway, let's go and wash this up. And then we need to get the cows fed. Bit further forward. That'll do. That was if you're in the trigger for the fuel bonnet. Why you're not picking up trigger? Alright, why is this not working? Oh, where's my fuel gone? Bear with me 2 seconds. You stole me fuel, I don't want that. So I'll put a claim in. What was blown as a clone. Doesn't mean I'm water enough. I know I've got water in my water tank. Wash the weight, la la la, la 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 la. There we go. Yeah, I think tonight's going to be a bit of a odd job night. Is that empty? Oh no, that's got some in it. So yeah, it's just the fuel that was missed off. Oops. Oh, I really don't want to sort them nails out. I don't want to. Oh dear. I suppose I'll have to, won't I? Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Right. Get rid of the weight. We don't need the weight right now. Get the cows all fed up nicely. Wait and see if Jacob comes back. If not, then right in the corner. Who put that there? Well, I know who put that there, but you know what I mean. Who put it in such a silly place? Again, I know who that was. That was me. Ooh. Need to muck the cows out. I still want more. Greedy cows. That's what they are. Yeah, greedy cows. Coming through. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Lots and lots of barley. Lots of barley to feed the cows. So what have you guys been up to today? Much of anything or not a lot? Ooh, 61 new game releases coming from Nvidia. Well, not from Nvidia, but you know. I know what I mean. Right. Do 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 do. Crash into the feed trough. May as well top the trader up again, mightn't I? Before I put it away. There's a car there. Don't mind me, will you? Silly car. Maniacs. Do 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 do. Oh dear. Oh, big yawns. It's not good. Can't put the trailers under the pipe, don't it? That's a little bit too under the pipe. There we go. I've already made a fiver tonight, so I'm alright. I'm happy. It's always good when you find free money, ain't it? Good evening, Nevin. How we doing? I want this to be over here a bit more. Like that. And then I need to reverse this in there. Oh, Jacob's alive. Ooh. Oh dear. Yeah, get the cows fed and then we'll start doing some other jobs. And I'll sort bales and stuff out another day. Because nobody wants to sit and watch me stack 1,000,001 bales, do they? That gets a bit boring. Is that it? Is that all the water they wanted? Yeah. Straw and then TMR. I'm tempted to be cheeky. It's a bit naughty. We'll see. Oh, who's that? Oh, Sam. Oh dear me. Let me crash. Oh dear. How's town? I wonder. Oh wow. Right, I could go and join Jacob and VC. Right. Morning, Jacob.
Merry Christmas.
A bit early for that.
Yeah.
What's my ping? My ping's still in its normal range.
I keep forgetting that because the server was stopped for a day or two, we're still over the start of the week, aren't we? Mid-game.
Yeah, we lost something like 2.5 days. Well, gained something like 2.5 days, I should say.
I should have an extra day to catch up.
Yeah.
So I'm not in quite so much of a rush to get everything done in that case.
No, neither am I now.
So I'll come and do your mowing, and then I'll do my silage.
Very kind of yourself.
No worries. Good fun now, I've got my big tractor.
Yeah, I need to save up for my big tractor now.
I saved for a year and it was very worthwhile. Oh, my fuel is still full.
Yeah, it's just mine that's disappeared then.
Well, at my second yard at least. I'll go and check at that first yard.
Keeping so. Yeah, I should have had something like 2,500–3,000 litres of fuel in there and it was empty. Which is no good.
Right, where first? Do you want 53 done?
53, 106, take your pick.
Because 53 is the one I'm closest at.
Yeah, start on 53 if you don't mind, and then...
Yep. Does 95 need doing?
Yeah. They all need doing.
Oh, do they? Yeah. Which ones are you doing as hay, or are you doing all the silage?
I was thinking of doing some hay, but I might just cheat and do everything as silage. But I should have enough hay to last me. Hopefully. If not, I'll just have to buy some.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Should be alright.
I just need to sort out all my bales, because there's bales stacked everywhere.
I mean, if grass doesn't die off till mid-autumn, we get another cut, don't we?
Yeah, we'll get one more cut.
I always forget that. Because you could do some hay off of that cut, couldn't you?
Could do. Two seconds. Sorry, I was talking to children. Depends, Nevin, really. Yeah. Just depends who wants to come and watch my streams as to how many I get watching.
Could depend what you're doing as well.
Yeah. I've noticed that I normally have a fair few viewers when we're doing big silage harvests and stuff like that. When it all goes Pete Tong and, you know,
Something to have a laugh at.
everybody's falling off the pit.
We're very quiet now though with 2 servers.
I know, it's going to be bliss.
I've already christened this a quiet server.
Yeah. Plus, we're all not going to be in a mad dash to have 1,000,001 fields.
It's true.
So we'll just be quite happy plodding along at our own pace, and me and Wayne and Dave can all argue over who's buying what fields. Thanks for the follow, Nevin. Much appreciated.
Yeah. I don't think I'll bother expanding for the time being.
I know Sam's wanting to go more arable.
I'm gonna, for the time being, focus on getting the kit I want before getting lots more land. Because if
Yeah.
I've still got a small kit, then I don't want to have massive amounts more land to do with that small kit.
I think that's what I'm going to focus on, is sort of kit slash cows.
That's why, rather than getting new kit, I've got for things like the triple mowers and the bigger rake. Upgrade what I've already got before.
Yeah, because I was thinking, oh, I've got to spend 205k on a new tractor. I haven't. It's 168k.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it that much cheaper, the mod?
Yeah.
Not my neck.
Sam, oh, and that's for the Black Beauty, 724 Black Beauty.
Did he alter the prices so it's more affordable for me?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think he did that last time. It wasn't a recent thing.
It's 168k for 240 horsepower. That's very
Yeah.
good money.
How much was your Massey?
300k,
How much power you get?
400.
Oh, I suppose yeah, you get a fair bit more.
Yeah, it's worth it. Compared to the tractor I was going to get, the 7726, I think it's about 90k more than that, but another 120 horsepower.
Oh yeah, 120 horsepower for 90k is.
Yeah, absolutely worth going for this rather than that.
That's fine. I need to check out how much my combine's going to cost me.
Oh, we got those on there, haven't we?
Yeah, got me fence. My fence combines 220k.
Should have called it the Green Massey pack rather than the Fen Combine pack.
Yeah. You can go for your Class Mega.
See, that's a really nice combine, but I don't think I'd upgrade to that size of combine.
Or the Massey. The fence, sorry.
It's not a huge step up from the 27 I've got already. As you can see with tractors, my plan is to go quite big steps rather than little tiny steps.
Oh, I so wish I could just buy this now. 168,550 quid.
Well, if you're selling all this silage,
Oh yeah, but it won't be enough. Silage will only get me 100 and... it's about 75k.
good way there though.
Oh yeah. I was sort of debating about selling the full clamp I've got and just keep the one clamp.
It depends how much you need. You have bought more cows, haven't you?
Yeah, but I've never emptied a full clamp yet, so...
Very true.
plenty to go at. But then I only had, what, 50 cows last winter. I've now got 105, so...
Yeah. Might be cautious.
Yeah. This winter will be a fact-finding expedition and go from there.
Adam's bales are on here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Does that mean we can just take them and sell them?
No, Adam's on this server.
Is he?
Yeah.
No, he's not. They switched for Nia.
Oh, well, you better check that with Sam, because... Oh, yeah, we've got all three lots of sheep on here, ain't we?
Yeah. Because none of Adam's machines are on here, but his sheep and his bales, etc. are.
I'll sell the sheep, I don't mind.
I mean, if it saves you time and effort, I'll do it. I don't mind, honestly.
I don't. Oh, you can. Oh no, I don't mind. I'll sell the sheep. I'll sell the wool. I'll sell the silage. It's fine. I'm just a bit miffed that it's sort of. I suppose there's Morton on there as well, ain't there? I was thinking I'm going to be the only dairy farmer, but I'm not.
Oh, I was about to say that. Damn.
Too slow.
I made a spelling mistake, so I went back to change it. Yeah, you beat me to it.
Never mind. Oh, by the time I've sold all of that, I should be able to afford my nice new tractor and some nice big toys to go with it.
I mean, I wouldn't be against that, to be fair. It'd be nice to see you in your 724.
Oh yeah.
But a little bit would have to go towards my bale wrapper.
Yes. What is it? Well, that's 500 quid a bale. Mate. I'll give you 5 silage bales, there you go.
No, I meant in terms of actually buying a silage bale wrapper so I don't have to lease one again.
Well, yeah.
Because I'm now down to... Oh.
I like doing clamp silage, but then bales are worth more. Ooh.
That's a good idea for some winter income.
Oh yeah. Give us something to do and everything else. Stops me getting bored. I mean, I'll definitely be able to afford some nice new toys come spring.
Yeah, same here. I could buy back all my arable kit. And if I'm not so insistent on doing everything to make money, I can actually do some arable stuff.
Yeah, that is true.
Because once I've got what I need, I don't need to worry about making the maximum amount of money off of it. I can just enjoy myself.
Yeah. That's what Sam's planning on doing, I think, downscaling his sheep and just enjoying the arable side.
106 next.
Oh, this is going to get confusing. Ah, really. Oh dear. Can't wait to get the triple mowers and. Oh. Bigger feed mixer, telehandler. I would say we could just send the money back, put the money into one of the. Oh no. There's no empty accounts.
No, I was thinking the same thing, but no, can't really do that.
No. Need to move them bales. There's some side bales I need to move. Can't mow a field with bales in it, can I?
That is true. I need to do the same thing. Just what I wish I had an auto stack.
I prefer to
can't
do it by hand.
go more Wednesday. See, if I had lots of time, then that'd be fine, but I don't. Just
I prefer doing it by hand.
oh yeah, don't get me wrong, I enjoy it, but it's very time consuming.
No, it's not.
Well,
You might think it is, but I don't.
oh. Ian had cut all of his grass just before he left.
Yeah.
We can't pick that up, can we? Because it's not in an own field. That's annoying. That's just going to be sat there.
That is actually a valid point. We might have to get it all picked up.
Well, I think it does disappear in winter eventually, doesn't it? But yeah, I'm not sure.
Need to get Sham to come on here and sort my bales out, as he said he would. Just hoping I don't have to buy a load of fuel again.
It's not like you used all your fuel, is it? So
No. Like I said, I still had about 3,000 litres in the tank, so.
yeah. When I'm done with mowing, do you want me to row with a big rake?
If you've got a nice big rake, it'll save some time, won't it?
Yeah, I don't.
Unless you've got other things you need to do.
Well, I've got some silaging to do, but I've still got 3 days to do that technically.
Yeah.
And any grass that I don't pick up will still be there for the next cut.
No, this will be your final cut.
We'll get one more next stage though.
Nah, it dies off.
Does it?
Yep.
So this right now is the last cut.
This is the last cut we're doing now, yeah.
Because Ian said it died off midwinter.
No.
Oh, okay. It doesn't grow in autumn though, does it?
No.
That's the mistake I've made. Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, it's on its final growth stage now, and then
Yeah, right, I'll have to get that picked up then.
Yeah, I don't mind lending a hand if you need it.
If you're about during the day at any point.
I'm about all day tomorrow.
Oh, well, if you'd like to be incredibly helpful, then I could pay you some money.
What are you doing, just bailing it?
Actually, when I say I could pay you some money, that might be an issue, because I've only got 10 grand left in the bank. I can pay you some money once I've sold the silage, there we go.
No. I'll do you a deal. We can help each other with silage and we won't pay each other.
Yeah, it suits me.
It's a more logical way of doing it, ain't it?
I mean, using my 87 and my triple mowers is just fun for me, so... Apart from fuel costs.
Yeah, well, me baling, wrapping, whatever is just fun for me, so...
There we go. Yeah, you know my two tiny fields, 114 and 105?
Yeah.
They need baling, as does the rest of 89, and then obviously all needs wrapping.
Right. But I'll clear 102 and then I'll go and grab your bail them two, and then I can just wrap everything tomorrow.
Guess that works, so rattle through your mowing pretty quick. Where do you want me to go after this? Are you doing 66? I'm assuming you are.
Yeah, 66 will be done, and then I've got...
I'll head there.
95, 99, 101, 102, 122.
Right, I'll do 66, I'll do 122, and then I'll head towards the yard.
I mean, I could go all massive, all out, you know, loads of arable and loads of grass, but...
I'd like to eventually, but not at the moment, especially not while I've still got my exams going on, because I don't have time.
Yeah.
Once they're over and I've got 3 months off, then it'll just be whatever's most fun. And I have been told I can move yards if I want to as well.
Yeah.
So I could take over one of the farms. I was considering Dusty's yard, seeing as I'd be right near yours, so you could just go and borrow my kit as and when you needed it.
Hopefully, if we do what Sam suggested and we, you know, all chip in clearing the other yards out, then I won't need to borrow much kit. To be fair, the only thing I've needed to borrow really has been a square baler and the wrapper. If I've got everything else, it's just mine's a bit smaller than yours.
True.
So it just takes me a little bit longer to do my jobs. Mind you, I'll have to get a list of who owns what fields and get them written down in my notepad. Go on, tractor. Forwards. Oh dear. Nine bales. So yeah, it's not bad. I'll get 150 off this cut.
I don't know how many I get off every cut.
Well, I'll say 150. It'll be more than that because last cut I didn't get everything in the clamp, did I? So
I think I tend to get. Oh, Morton's silage just rode up as well.
yeah, I think that was some deal that him and Wayne were doing.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, what am I doing? I don't know how I'll help because I ain't got a animal trailer, but you know.
Well, the estate's got an animal trailer.
Oh, that's true. At least we don't have to worry about people forgetting to claim their right, claim stuff in open items.
Shall I do that now? Seeing as go do the lorry.
No, you could do. It'll probably take you a few moves. I would say have a look and have a look and see when the best price to sell, the best time to sell them is.
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue how that works.
Oh, I'll have a look.
Yeah,
I'll have a look.
I've looked at the animal stuff before on seasons and I don't get it.
Right. Economy. Sheepies. Ah, nice. Spring, I think, is the best time to sell them. Alright. Yeah. Unless that's for buying them, I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know.
No, it's got to be selling. Yeah, I think that's selling. So. Evening, Isaac. Oh, who's this?
Neo.
Oh, it's Neo. Is he joining the right server? Yeah, in case you missed my explanations earlier, we've split the server in two. So we now have two servers running because we broke the last one.
Technically, this is the last one.
Well, technically.
Yeah.
It's going to take me a while to get used to who's supposed to be on what server. That is a valid point from Sam. You can't sell dead sheep, can you? Yeah, performance is already improved of Isaac. Could actually sell these bales now, couldn't I?
I'm on 12.4k at the minute. So I'll go and sell a sheep, then however much at the end of that, minus 12.4k.
40 hectares. Oh man.
That's a lot.
Even me. Please, sir, I want some more.
Wait, why can't... Who's the lorry assigned to?
Alright.
Assign it to everyone at this point.
Alright. It ain't assigned to me.
TGS 18.480 is assigned to Hatton Farm.
Oh, it is assigned to me then.
I think that's the man, isn't it? The TGS.
Yeah.
So should I assign it to everyone?
Yeah. I was probably the last one to use it and I assigned it to myself to make it as easy. Ooh, Jacob gets more toys to play with. Or more land to play with. I'm just gonna go. I'm going for a mix. I want to sell these bales to get a bit of money.
Who was last to use the animal trailer?
Wayne?
Right. It's just sort of stuck to... There we go. Sorted.
I just thought. Oh no, they will die off. Nuts.
What is it?
Well, no, there's some fields of corn. Could have done a maize side session.
We should have got all the stuff off the land then sold it. An A session would have been great for me.
Don't know why I drove all the way down here with 2 tractors, but you know.
Where are you at?
BGA.
Oh yeah, silage.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can drop it all in one go. Test my skills.
It's the now vacant poly farm.
You can fall out with people real fast.
Right, where's the sheep trigger? Never used Adam's farm before.
You never used Adam's farm before. The sheep trigger is... Is it the double gate into the sheep field, or...?
It's the little pen.
Somewhere stupid then.
Yeah, it's a little tiny pen next to the sheep race.
Okay,
Oh yeah, there's a gate in. I can see it now.
Just sold 9 bales and it hasn't given me any money. Oh,
Sure. Were they
they
grass?
weren't.
Fermented. Did you check?
No, I didn't check.
We've all done that.
Balls.
Don't worry, you're not me who had Ben sell 30 regrets.
I was sure they were chuffing silage. Urgh. Of course, they probably would have been, but...
Yeah, a few days behind.
Yeah. I want to say some choice words now, but
It's fine. The money was only going towards it. You don't like those anyway, do you?
yeah, we do. I ain't going to complain too much. We've got all this money coming from sheep.
Yeah, these should get us a fair bit.
How many sheep has he got?
180.
Yeah, should get a fair amount of money. Can't believe I just did that.
What happened last time we visited this farm?
Oh, I may or may not have been running around this I was driving around this enclosure trying to run a sheep over. I'll have to find out what we're doing with the I see you, Sam. $831, is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll find out from Sam if he wants all of the other stuff. $2.5K each. Crikey. Ugh. More fingers and thumbs. Put the trailer away. Well annoyed I just sold them bales. Oh, I'm not going to comment on that.
What's that?
Pre-owned. Ooh, just no. My mind went into a very...
Oh, yeah, let's move on. Although Adam isn't a Welshman.
Neo's Welsh, ain't he?
Oh, true.
Yeah, I'm just going to stop while I'm ahead now. Up. I was about to do something. What was I about to do? I can't remember. Park up.
Nearly rolled the lorry.
No, you don't want to do that. At least it's only a short drive.
And 7 FPS.
So that's why I don't want to go side these bales if I can help it. I do clamp sides because I'm thinking of the amount of bales.
Yeah.
$134 sheep. Still a fair amount of sheep though, ain't it?
Where's the trigger?
Neo's trigger is the sheep run.
Yeah, I reversed too far in. Oh, weird.
Right, let's move these bags out of the way.
Why is that not working?
I don't know.
I'm pressing the wrong thing.
Possibly.
Oh. Whoop.
At least I've got plenty of seed and fur. I don't know if you can do them between farms. Unless Ian solved it.
I don't reckon you can, because it won't let me unload. Back to folly we go.
Get the yard looking a bit neater.
Good, good. At least there's no traffic on this lane. Do 50 along it in the lorry. You'd have to buy the fields to do that though, with people paying the signage.
I'm not sure.
Because I've tried, when I'm foraging field 99, bottom corner where there's a bit where the field boundaries overlapped, it won't let me pick up the silage.
Oh,
So I don't think we can do that.
one of them bags is half a bag. Can't see. Still can't see. Yeah, I can't remember if we can or not. Oh, you That solves that problem. We've only got to sort out mine and your side.
That is the worst spelling ever.
Temper.
Yeah, I need to slow down my typing a bit.
I thought you were going to say you need to sleep.
Oh, that too.
Ah, sleep's overrated.
It is quite important as well, though.
Well, that's true. Just wait till you have kids one day. And you'll be like, yeah, I can sleep when I'm dead. And trust me, some days you'll feel like you are dead.
How on earth does this work?
What?
Unlocking the animals.
Don't know, I've never tried to do it.
Neither. That's why I'm asking. Wait, you can... I didn't know you could open the ramp at the bottom of the trailer.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Well, you learned something new, haven't you?
Yeah. That's cool.
I'll ask Neo how much room to come and restack all my bales.
Well, you can get in the trailer with the sheep as well.
I'm just not going to go there. Keep your dirty-minded thoughts to yourself, please, Jacob. Thank you. Well, Neo's AFK. Do you want me to come over and see if I can help?
But it says... Right, you can do. There's nothing in the F1 menu, and there's nothing in the trigger to say what the key is.
I'll come over and try to assist.
Do you know what it is?
I ain't got a clue.
Like, because yeah, you can come and have a look. I'm not entirely sure there's any way to find out what it is without asking Sam or Ian.
Just tap random buttons. You're a folly, ain't you?
Yes.
Go for a little drive. So do you think you'll move down to Trezare?
Possibly. It depends. Yeah. Well, I'd have to have the money to buy some land around there before I did that. But it might not be a bad idea. And I might be able to have some chickens as well.
Yeah.
Judging by the tractors Dave was driving, assuming they make enough money.
Oh, I think you get like £10 an end.
Or I could move to Wayne's Yard and make £1 million for selling.
No.
That also sounds like quite a nice idea. Or I could stay put and see what happens.
No, all you can do is talk to Sam.
I've had a chat to Sam, but no idea what's best to do. Shem and Adam did a very good job of tidying that yard. I've seen bale stacks that need up.
I'm coming. I'm a bit annoyed, I've only found a fibre so far.
That's doing better than me. Oh, there's more chance we'll find the scratch card now, isn't there? Oh. Adam's probably the robot still going.
Yeah, that'll have to be sold, but I don't know which one it is.
It was a pallet of wool here. Dibs on that.
Ba, 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 ba.
If you pull forwards out the trigger, then you can see the thing where it says that lock, but when you reverse into the trigger, it just disappears.
There you go, done.
Wait, how'd you do that?
I just went in the animal dealer menu and
Yeah,
unloaded the trailer.
yeah. Then can you unlock it?
One empty trailer.
Sorry?
How many sheep was there beforehand?
Sorry?
Ah, hold on. Let me jump in again.
Right.
Open animal, open with windows attached. No, there's no button to. No, no button for unlocking. Hold on. So we're loading them from here and taking them to Neo, yeah?
Yeah.
Roof safety lock active.
No idea what that is.
Yeah, that's because you've got animals in, so it automatically opens the trailer. Drive it down to Neo's and I'll follow you. It might work in Neo's trigger.
It doesn't, I've tried.
How bizarre. Oh, ping me. Oh, I can't type. Everyone's here now.
Well,
Thought that was Sam running in there, it's a plane flying over.
I wasn't sure for a moment.
Ooh, straw bales. They might accidentally find their way to my yard. No, not straw, hay.
I've just found it.
Oh yeah.
You had to reverse out the trigger.
Uh,
Then it changed. Oh, wait. What? Oh, wait.
oh wait.
Wait. What?
Wait, what? I was going to check, make sure there's no cows I can
Oh,
acquire.
right, okay, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Sorted.
Don't run me over.
Not quite squeezed through that can.
Wait a minute. Patient. Right, gearbox is doing that. Look.
Oh, I found a wall.
Hold on a minute. So if Neo's buying them, that means he doesn't get a share of the money, does he? Ah, no, the money. No. Yeah.
No one gets any money anymore.
Uh,
The estate just gets the money.
Poopy pants.
Yeah. So the cash boost we were hoping for is not coming.
Well, we've still got the side bales to sell.
Yeah, but you know, sheep would have been nice too. What happened?
Neo tried to overtake and there was a car and yeah.
Oh. That's why you're no longer behind me.
Yes.
Can I get around this corner without rolling? Ooh, yep. Oh. There we go. 45 miles per hour.
How many sheep did you buy? 130.
134, I think.
Let's work it out. 134 times, what was it, 3k?
Yeah.
402k.
Can you do 134 divided by 48?
Was it 134 divided by 48?
Yeah.
2.791.
Right, so 2.5 loads thereabouts.
Yeah. It would have been 100 grand each. If we sold them. So it would have been a case of selling a trailer load of milk and I could have bought me Black Beauty.
Oh.
Damn it, Neo. Oh, I brought the wrong tractor. I'll go and get me 615 and I'll give you a hand to beard.
The baling?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could unlock my 615.
Yeah.
And my 87 is off in Northfield. I was still attached, so can't really use that.
Nah, I've got time. Transport fees.
Oh, well, now we're talking.
50 quid a sheep.
Evening.
Good evening, Sam.
Yeah, sorry about your fuel dump. I must have erased that by mistake.
That's right.
And don't worry, we got tons of free side bales just to sell and split between us, so that should cover the profit. That should cover any more.
Looks like I'll get me Black Beauty sooner than I thought.
Ian was just saying that on their server they're busy selling your silage pits off. They're doing the same as what we thought of doing.
Yeah.
Oh, they've had exactly the same idea.
Yeah, and Ian said he wants to know why you were telling everyone you haven't got any money, because they've only sold, you've got 2 full pits of silage on your farm, and they only sold half a pit, and they've already raised over 100 grand.
Crikey.
So Ian said, tell Crumble to stop buying, he hasn't got any money. He got plenty.
Yeah, but it's the hassle of selling it all, that's the issue.
Ah, that's what it is. So you basically locked up your income in non-disposable assets.
Yeah. Hello, Ian. Ian's watching.
You watching, is he?
I'm a bit annoyed we can't bail all of them fields of Ian's side.
Yeah, we'd have to own the fields then. It's just easier just to just let them rot in the first snow.
Just get the estate to buy them, and then, you know.
But then you can't unsell them. Then the problem then.
Can you not?
No, you can't. You can't unsell fields in Farm Sim. Well, not in 17.
Has Ian not done a script for that yet?
There's the Bank of Hagenstad mod that.
Yeah. He is working on a mod that's like a much more advanced version of MP Manager, basically, which with a lot of other facets, which would be really good. But he hasn't finished yet. But that was going to have the ability to sell fields and that.
That'd be good.
Hmm.
Not that that's an issue now that we can go up to 40 hectares each.
Not really, no.
I still
think
think
it-
it's like... Sorry, go on.
I know Ian said it's 40. That might be split between. No, it's between about 5 because there's only there's 230 hectares, I think, of arable farmland on the map in total, something like that, or it's just over 200, I think. So yeah, five ways would be 40 hectares.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. And like, more won't want that much either, so actually it's probably even more for the other 4 of us.
Yeah, I won't be going that insane unless I can have big bird.
No.
You know.
No. It's the time involved then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once I'm done with school and exams, I'll have a little bit more free time, so might expand and have a bit of fun.
You can only buy fields in early spring, don't forget.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
One of the rules,
Well,
you're only allowed to buy fields in early spring.
I didn't see them.
Yeah, that's what we decided to make it fair to stop people buying fields with crops in and getting a benefit. You can buy them on the first day of spring only. You know, like that's the first time you can buy them.
Ah.
And it makes it fair then, because everyone can save for that event as well then. So if you get, it's a chance for you to sell crops over the winter as well and things like that.
You can't get sniped, you can't be on your way to get a field and you find out that somebody else is already there and bought it.
Yeah. At least now, I mean, with less of us now, like Mia was saying, if he doesn't mind, he wants to get 32 only because he's got he's got 32. It's the one that Wayne had, the one the other side on the steep bank overlooking the sea. 43. That's right, because he said you can only get to it through his field, so which he owns already, which makes sense. So
Yeah.
I think it's between the 4 of us, 5 of us, we can work out easier how to split the fields up easier, because it's, if we know that somebody wants a particular field, there's less chance of us all in the same field then.
Yeah.
I'm just chuffed with how much better performance the server's running now.
Yes, it is running a lot smoother.
We'll put it so, I was in field 70 the other night, and it was 42 FPS for me, and the ping was about 50, but the lag was unplayable. It's a completely unplayable, not even close to playable. And even after 15 minutes, it hadn't changed. And then I came on today into the same field, and I was at 21 ping, 72 FPS, and not a single bit of lag. So I was like, wow.
Brilliant.
But then we have basically halved the usage of the CPU on the server side.
Once we got the bales gone as well.
It wasn't just the bales actually. It was just all the equipment, bales, everything, all the mods. Gearbox and the interactive hoses are the 2 worst mods for syncing as well. They cause a lot of sync issues, so they actually slow the performance down an awful lot because they're always syncing in multiplayer. So because Ian did look at disabling gearbox and interactive hoses and getting rid of the train, the plane and the boats off the map to try and help with performance. But we realised that it would just be better, that probably wouldn't solve everything. So it just made sense, as Ian's had the 2 servers anyway. It was just easier just to split the server up as we've done.
Yeah, it seems to have worked out quite nicely for everyone, really.
Yeah. And what we've done as well is your account on the other server is still there. Obviously, you don't have any equipment or anything, but you like all of us on server 2 could hop onto server 1 and as our names with our accounts still there, and we've all got 100 grand in there. So if we want to lease the tractor to go and help somebody on that server, we can.
That's a good way of doing it.
And then you just return the tractor then when you're finished with it.
Yeah. So if somebody needs help in silage,
Yeah.
crack on with that.
And also vice versa. So I've done the same for servers 2 save games. So Wayne, Adam and Sham, Ian, and Dusty all have 100 grand each. So if they need to come on and lease a tractor, then they can, and then they can come and help out then, and then return it and then carry on then. And then that way, then there's not tons of extra equipment being bought which isn't needed then either.
I found 20 quid.
I think so. You found a little scratch card.
I wish.
You know, sham luck of the Irish, see. It's really bugged me. The person who did the tram lines in the field I'm harvesting in field 71, they didn't do them. They did them in between 2 GPS angles.
Ooh.
Is
So
that
that's-
one Sorry, go on.
Go on, you're going. Go, Jacob.
Is that one the one scored for?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones he did. I think he must have done them manually, I think.
Yeah.
He's bugging my OCD. Yeah, I thought there's no rush to sell the silage bales of Wayne's, Ian's, and Adams and the Dusties. But I don't think Dusty's got any anyway. But
Makes sense to give us something to do with them.
yeah, I thought because over winter, then when we got nothing to do, we can just have a little co-op game down at little evening, and we'd all sell the silage together. We'd all sell the bales together and stuff. Make it a bit of fun then.
Yeah.
Lease some of the biggest bale trailers.
Could do, yeah.
Get it all done. Send all the money to here. I'll divide it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Go.
It's really strange. Like this field 71 feels quite big, harvesting it with the little Massey combine, and it's only just over 3 hectares. This field is. And I was working out that this is only a 7-acre field. It's like
Wow.
or 7.5 acre field, or it is. It's like that's nothing.
That is something you realise with the scale of farm simple.
Yeah, it's quite deceptive, isn't it?
It is. When you sit down and look at what would be considered a big field in farm sim, then look at what would be considered a big field in reality,
Yeah.
the difference is incredible.
And that's why you often get a lot of players end up, if it's a more based on real world size fields, you get players using much bigger equipment because it just takes too long otherwise.
Yeah, like on my Cumbrian map, where realistically, biggest combine you'd ever see would have a 6 metre header. I could
Yeah.
be able to lease that with people with their Lexion 8900s and their 12 metre headers, this, that, and the other.
That's the thing with farms. It does really be deceptive on scale.
Don't get stuck on the bench, you club.
I always hate the way seasons lighten when the sun gets lower in the sky because of later on in the year, which is nice for the shadows. 'Cause you get sort of lengthening shadows more, but it always screws up the stubble foliage and gives them really weird shadows and makes them look really horrible and naff. Sorry,
What do you mean?
it's a bugbear of mine.
It's always the little things.
Oh, I know. I try not to. Honest. I was chatting with Paul the Alien the other day, and he was saying they were working on, him and Modulation, been working on a way to have more soil states, like textures,
Alright.
in Farm Sim, and they're hoping they can do it for FS22. But basically, you'd have a way of so you'd have the soil would change depending on whether you've direct drilled it, cultivated it. You know, the different tillaging would change how it looked. Not all the same.
With that, could you then have things like realistic potato planting?
I don't know because they've always done potatoes completely different. The Giants have. I don't know why, but it's separate to the others. I don't know why.
Ah, okay, maybe not then.
But you could at least have much more realistic, like direct seed-in texture. But then if you ploughed it and then did it, it would be different. It wouldn't be the same cultivated texture, you know.
Yeah. To be fair, some of the FS22 textures do look a bit better like that.
It's supposed to be, from what I've been chatting with some of the Derby ambassadors and what they've been told. It does sound. It sounds better. We'll have to wait and see what it actually what the end result is like. But
in all fairness, a fixed FS19 is better than going and trying to do another FS19 where they add loads of new stuff and it just doesn't work.
Yeah,
broken.
We should see quite a big difference in performance as well because I was chatting with Oxy about this. Is it occasional culling? What it was called?
Yes.
Or occlusion? No, the occlusion culling, isn't it? That's how it's pronounced. Basically, it's rather than now where it's everything's rendered on a circle from the player, regardless of whether from your field of view, and whether it's visible. If there's something blocking it, it doesn't matter. It will still render it behind it. Do you know what I mean? But what occlusion culling does is, if the object is completely masked by another object, it then doesn't render it. Apparently.
So if you had a hedge behind a tree, that hedge would be rendered.
Yeah, kind of. It's like depends how much of the model is visible. I'm not sure how effective this will work because there are various stages of it apparently. But effectively, like for example, if you were in inside a shed in your farmyard, you'd have awesome FPS because nothing else is being rendered outside the shed.
Oh, that's cool.
So in theory, it depends how Giants have integrated it into the game, of course. But
obviously, in some way that makes no sense or any.
I mean, it might be that it's done. Even if it's done only to a small point, it should be a lot better. It'll make a big difference on FPS right across the game then, which would be pretty cool because then you'd have a lot less issues with adding detail to a map, and the game could cope with that far better then. So in theory, you could have bigger maps, and it shouldn't cripple the performance and stuff, you know, or you could have much more detailed maps, and it will matter, sort of thing.
I'd be interested to play that with it. Evening Adam.
Evening, Adam.
Am I loud in here?
Get away, Server 1 scum!
It's fine.
I had no interest in changing server. That was really me communicating with Wayne and Sham.
You're always welcome on Server 1, on Server 2, but
I don't know. I don't even feel like playing FS at the moment.
No,
I feel like modding, which is weird because even if I don't feel like playing, I sometimes feel like modding.
You go through phases of that.
Yeah,
just have a break from it. I was like that a few months ago, and I quit the server, and then I wasn't even modding for like I didn't even load up Farm Sim for over a month.
I was like that for a little while as well. Spent every evening playing Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah, take your frustrations out on some stormtroopers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I did some COD, but then I got annoyed with COD.
I think I've got Leia to level 138 now.
Have you really? Thinking it.
How have you done that?
Well, lots and lots of Star Wars.
Co-op.
Yeah.
I was like, because it's quite hard to get heroes in multiplayer.
Well, me and Ben started doing a load of multiplayer, but it's just overrun with hackers at the minute.
Yeah, I found that the Galactic Assault is useless on.
Yes.
It's hopeless. I've given up. There's a massive influx of hackers back on it again, and EA aren't doing anything about it.
Yeah, that's why we stopped, because we went on and you'd spawn in and somebody from 1,000 miles away would headshot you.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that it was getting really bad. So I've gone back to only co-op now.
Yeah, same here.
We had one. Do you remember, Adam? The one night, was it you, me, and Ian? Was it? We were doing the Jabba's Palace one, and we were having a race to see who could get the most kills by the end.
Oh yeah.
And it was me and three other guys doing similar the other day, and we were almost tied, all like three of us on like 200 kills each.
Oof.
By the end.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
My highest ever amount of kills is like 170. I need to get good.
I haven't played Star Wars for months.
I haven't
Game,
either.
yeah.
I can't think of the last time I did it.
If you want a game, let me know. I often play little games sometimes in the evening because I get sort of a bit fed up with farm sim after a while. I can only play it so long on the server and I get a bit bored then.
Same here.
I mean, I'm like Neil. Right, actually, he's not in the thing, is he? He can't hear me. Me and Ian were chatting about this the day, and we were saying about even if FS22 isn't all we want, we kind of feel like
You have to move on to it.
we need something new. Yeah, partly we need something new, and also if we don't move on now, we'll be too far behind as well.
It'd be hard to be able to build up your knowledge to the next
Well,
one, won't it, if you don't.
Quite simply, we've done everything possible in 17.
Pretty much. I mean, when you think we've taken what a multiplayer server can take in, and not by chucking crappy mods at it and a badly made optimized map, but the best optimized mods, the best optimized map possible, the best optimized script mods, and we've still
Broken it.
pushed it to its limit where the server's like can't. No, sorry. It was weird. Ian was saying that they were basically giving us like 200% CPU performance. I don't know how. It's really weird. But then, like the other day, there were some glitches and it shut down several times, and then it's back to 100%, which is what we're paying for. And since then, that's when the performance dropped.
So basically, whilst you were getting the power of 2 servers,
Yeah,
it was fine, but as
It was
soon as
fine,
you went down
basically.
to 1,
so I was like, no. So he was being very nice to us at the very games, basically.
So in the end, they're not terrible people, they're actually quite good.
No, they were okay. So that's what Ian said. Yeah, it's not. I mean, the server hasn't been perfect, but it's not their fault. No, it's more just Giant's engine can't cope with it.
We broke the game.
Yeah. Ian was looking to do what was using the most of the performance, and said the worst 2 culprits were Gearbox and the interactive hoses were 2 of probably the biggest mod culprits on their own.
what their usage?
Yeah, because they're constantly syncing all the time.
They're like the only scripts Ian hasn't rewritten.
Pretty much. And well, it's just the way they work. They have to constantly sync all the time, which is using up a lot of CPU power all the time to sync back and forth. Then it was just the sheer amount of vehicles and equipment we've got. Well, like we had around 400 vehicles and equipment on the map. And then we had over 3,000 bales on the map as well, and about 1,000 pallets.
That's why I've been doing clamp silage to keep the rails down.
I did want to mention that to Sham, but then I felt bad because I have barely been on.
I mean, if you
it
think
doesn't
again,
give input on that.
on their own, like if they're placed in clip distant triggers and things like that, they won't cause a huge issue. But again, it's kind of like you reach a point where it gets so much, and then the game can't handle the game engine can't handle it.
Talking about clip distance and triggers and stuff, is there a known issue with our bale shed? Because apparently it doesn't function as a shed
Which
in
one?
seasons. The new one you put in the other day, or month.
What, none at all, or is it just the bales on the edge?
I'm not sure about if it's all of them or not, but there was definitely like our hay bales, like well in the middle of the shed, were down to 2,000 litres.
When it snowed, was there snow in the shed?
I can't remember.
Because that
I
was
I might have missed the season. I didn't think I did, but
I know
I
the
might have done.
mask is on my shed because there was no snow in it when it snowed.
Yeah,
I know. You know when you put that shipping container behind the shed with the workshop trigger in it,
Yeah,
that red one. You know when I said, "Oh, could you change the angle of it?"
yes.
So it's tilted. I know the snow mask on that doesn't.
No,
like,
I
the
forgot
snow
to
mask
move
is
that.
particular. Well, I mean, it's a snow mask, so I wasn't exactly
Yeah,
mentioning it. I just wondered if maybe.
I don't know. If it is missing, we could always look at it, I suppose.
I mean, I don't
Either
know.
that or just either that or just use it at a different shed, I suppose. Just don't put any bales in that shed if I have forgotten.
the easiest solution.
Right, that's your bales finished wrapping, Jacob.
Cheers.
Are you guys working together now?
Yeah. Yeah.
A bit of co-op farming.
Because you were together in the thing, and Wayne was speculating that you were now working
And
together.
he's expecting that you now an item. You now Fent friends.
A couple. Oh, you haven't had to go back to a Fent, have you, Jacob?
No.
Oh no, no, absolutely no way.
God.
I've still
He
got my
gets
87.
nasty.
Doing 6 months with that tiny Fent to buy yourself a nice big Massey to not be able to use it.
Not to depress you, Jacob, but the next sale at the shop is for the 8,700 series Massey.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding.
Oh!
Yeah, really.
Well, me and Shan were thinking of getting a 77, but if that's on sale, I might
You're
ask
telling
if
me
maybe
this
one-
now?
Sorry.
I get like a reimbursement for the estate?
No.
It's alright. The amount you would have saved, you'll earn that back in all of Wayne, Ian's, and Sham's and Adam's bales that we sell.
Nah, that's true.
What?
Well, on your server, they're selling off all the silage and bales that belong to our farms.
So you're doing
We
the
have
same.
removed that, and then we're doing the same on this one, and then we're just splitting the profit between the farmers that are here. Then, so
We're definitely only doing that because they're doing it. We're not planning on doing it before they said they were doing it.
Easy money.
I'm just sort of thinking, do we see about turning some of the bales into compost?
It's probably a worthwhile
Rebate.
thought. I've got plenty of straw, I think. Although that would require them moving halfway across the map.
Just for, some extra.
West Coast Main Line. Where does the West Coast Main Line terminate in London? Is it Paddington?
Set of buffers normally.
Used. I don't know.
I go on it all the time. I can't think where it is. I think it might be Euston.
Oh, it's got to be one of those ones, or is it King's Cross?
King's Cross is
Oh,
close.
Well, they're all like basically next to each other, aren't they?
Google will tell you.
I have
Well, I
a
know
feeling
Google.
it's either Euston or King's Cross, but I'm 90% sure it isn't Paddington.
Alright. West Coast Main Line goes in
Turn around on me.
through. Oh god, that's a lot of railway. West Coast Main Line goes past Wilston Junction. Cross now. Comes in,
I thought it was King's Cross.
comes down into Euston.
No,
I
it's
was going to say King's Cross is East Coast Main Line.
Yeah, King's Cross is East Coast. I looked at it.
so it is Euston.
Yeah, King's Cross is East Coast, and St Pancras is rail linked the Channel Tunnel and the Midland Main Line. What's the Midland Main Line?
Main line of the
line.
Midlands.
Oh,
Right, I'm off for the night now.
Yeah, no worries, Jacob.
I shall catch
See.
you all later.
Yep, catch you later, bud. Ba-doo.
goes up. Luton.
Time for an experiment.
Bedford. Okay. Weeks. Okay. That's the one which goes into. Only one of them went into less.
beep, beep, beep. Sorry, Mr. Car. I'll go first. Do, 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 do.
Oh. Hello.
I know, we can bail it. Ooh.
What have you discovered?
Well, Ian's cut all of his grass fields.
Oh no. Three-sided session.
So I think it might be a case of making lots and lots of bales to be sold. I don't know, I'll see what Sam says when he comes back.
Making more bales, probably not the best.
Yeah, but they'll be made and then sold off once they ferment, so...
Anyway, I need to concentrate and
Concentrate, what's
not
that?
get distracted.
Hopefully not Isaac. Lots and lots
Which
of
station
bales.
finished? Hatch end.
Well, we know it's possible. Ian, you can go away. Oh, it's going to be a Black Beauty, Isaac. 168 grand.
What, you're going to spend that ridiculous amount of money on? Sorry? Black Beauty what?
724.
Oh, you're still going to get one of those?
What do you mean still gone? Of course I'm going to get one
I
of those.
thought you would have changed your mind.
No.
Pointing.
So how much money have you made off my silage then, Ian?
Keystone.
No, I don't want a 7718, thank you, Isaac. I want a proper tractor.
I think Sham wants a 7719. Bigger engine.
Oh, that's Sham. He's on, you know. He's on the sucky.
We were going to be on that server, but he wanted to be with Wayne, and Wayne wanted to be with him.
Whoa, little bromance brewing.
Something like that. I think it was more like Wayne needed his assistance all the time,
Probably.
and Sham would have to split half of his hours doing his actual farm, and the other half of his hours just helping Wayne out.
I'm not going to be going stupid with my farm, even though we can go up to 40 hectares each. I'm just going to... means I can double the size of my farm, but nah.
Just going to be content with what you've got.
For now.
Okay, so not content with what you've got.
Would be nice to get some bigger fields, but at the same time you can only do so much on your own, can't you?
True. Although you've got Jacob assisting you in some unknown capacity.
Well, yeah, but he's still going to be running his own farm, ain't he? He's still going to be running, you know, doing his fields and what have you.
Yeah, but remember, as a contractor, he's limited in the number of fields he can get. No more fields. Or is he changing?
Well, I think he's still going sort of contractor-ish. I think him and Sam have got to get it all sorted out as to what's happening where and how and why. And everything else. Next thing I'll have to get on here is the Hestons and the Chasers.
Mm-hmm. A train's doing. Train.
Chugga 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 chugga. Choo choo.
Oh. Maybe they're not rendering at this far zoom level. Probably not.
Oh, look at Sam with his 2 grain traders.
About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 17, 18, 26, 29, 31.
Welcome back, Sam.
31 trains. How many trains do they actually own? Because that would be kind of awkward. Doesn't say how many they own.
Can bail it, can we?
Yeah, I just checked on 107 and we can bail it even if it's
There we go.
own field.
Windrow's obviously okay, obviously. They still don't apply.
So it looks like, oh no, Morton's still on. Yeah, Morton's on this server, isn't he?
Yeah, so he'll need all his grass sorted. I can't remember because Wayne was doing it for him, wasn't he?
Yeah.
We to sort that with Morton, what he wants to do. And help him get all his grass in, but we can do a little cult side for him if we want to.
Could have sworn I'd put them bags in my shed. I'm losing the plot. Yeah, I'm just trying to debate what fields I want to buy next, if any, and
Yeah, me and Ian were chatting about that, and we thought to make it fair, it's still fair, is up it to have an extra 10 hectares this next year, not 5.
yeah.
So it'd be up to 30, but it's from 20 to 30 hectares then.
There's still plenty of land, ain't it?
Mm. Well, we think the first time around we only had about 23, 25 hectares each, maximum.
Yeah.
So, and that was plenty, that was. Can't decide what to do the rest of this field tomorrow. Get a bit tired. It's fancy a bit of Star Wars before I go to bed.
I shall join you on Star Wars.
Yeah, okay. I'll
Okay.
check everything's okay.
Yeah, I've tidied my yard up a bit. I need to ask Neo about restacking all of my bales for me.
I'm sure I'll be up for that. Hey Adam, you know on your the John Deere 30 series pack you did you you know the cab versions, did you do the 2 different cab versions with the pillars on them? Has he gone? Oh no, he's offline mode. Or he's not replying.
Pass. he probably had somebody walking.
That's interesting. Ian was just saying to me that the game engine if you have more than 100 potato or beet pallets, the game starts to grind to a halt. Interesting. So that was probably a big factor as to why the performance on the server was getting so bad.
Yeah.
It's just so nice to have it playable again, super playable. It's lovely.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than it starts lag. You're getting unplayable lag. It just makes it miserable then.
Yeah. How many boxes of beets have I got? I've got 41 boxes of beet.
Not too bad then. The other thing we thought as well is we're going to say with the other yards that aren't being used, if you've got fields next to those yards and you want somewhere to say to store bales in or something temporarily,
Yeah.
in their sheds you can, but not to store equipment there basically, because otherwise you end up you spending equipment all on that otherwise. But sort of treat it like a sort of bale yard only.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe perhaps we can use the concrete pads maybe as well.
I'm back.
Yeah, back.
Yeah.
Did you hear me earlier, or you gone completely?
When?
I was asking about your 30 series John Deere pack.
I did not hear any of that, no. Sorry.
Alright. I want to know. I also was wondering because I loaded it up the day just to check because I know they need storing images and a few of the other
Yeah, I
tweaks.
completely forgot about that.
Did you do the cabs with the pillars, or was it just the open cabs with no pillars?
The smallest one has pillars.
Right.
The other two have the standard cab he did with the panoramic doors.
Right. Okay.
You could transfer them all though, because I think the cabs are the same size.
Yeah, I think they're the same size, aren't they?
Yeah, I think I just sunk it down like it's lower.
Oh, I could might do that then because I quite fancied having. I was quite tempted by the sort of the 68 or 69 series, 69 one maybe.
Yeah.
30, but with the I quite fancied it with the pillar on, so it makes it look a bit different now.
Mm-hmm.
But,
The pillar's just taken off the 10 series anyway, so.
is it? Oh, okay.
But I mean, it matches perfectly and fits the hole.
Really? Yeah, interesting.
Crumble, guess what chocolate bar I've got?
Kit Kat.
Guess I'm going to eat it.
Don't you dare.
Shall I get as close as possible to the mic so you can hear it? Some sort of ASMR.
That's just me.
See, what you normally hear first is the breaking of the chocolate bar, but I just go straight to the bite. I don't break the Kit Kat.
You got to rub the foil so you get the imprint of the.
Oh, I've already taken the foil off and thrown it in the bin. Too late.
And then you got to snap it and.
Mmm. Oh, that chocolate in the middle.
Are you
Do quite
wanting
like
47 sheep, Sam, or
Is there 47 sheep left? Is there?
yeah?
I suppose I could, couldn't I? How much will that be? How much is it? We say £3,000 a sheep, isn't it?
Yeah.
£3,000 a sheep. 47 times. I can afford 141 grand. Yeah, go on then. I'll have those.
Bring them up to you then.
I'll just pay. Oh, I need to pay the estate, don't I?
Yeah.
For that. Oh, I haven't got tablets. How do I pay? I've got to buy tablets again. Huh. Okay.
Oh, they should be free now, so.
Yeah, they are. They're all free. Cool. Pay. Hatton Farm. No.
If you want it.
141,000. Oh, my money's gone. No.
141 grand. Yeah, I'd pay for me to get a nice 724.
I still got 100 grand left anyway. It's not too bad because I've got 29 wool pallets to sell.
That's a lot of wool.
That is it £6,000 a pallet? Yeah, £6,000 a pallet if I get it on next year's spring prices.
Did you have any wool for selling, Adam?
Yeah, we'll sell those next year when it's the best price, and then just split the profit.
I did not have any. The Sham had sold it all in the previous high.
Oh, Sham.
It's too efficient. Nobody told him that we don't do things properly. Got to the top of the Bakerloo line.
Isaac always takes really nice pictures.
Yeah, I don't know if he uses shaders or what, but I want my game to look like his game.
Oh.
Yeah, he is using shaders, yeah, because he's got the blur.
Forgot about that. Nuts.
He's not even on
like
full...
shaders.
I don't think he's even on full graphics, because it's... I don't know, it looks a little bit slightly blocky, I don't know. I don't know.
The pictures he's taken reminds me of the ones you did for your MF pack.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, I know, yeah, with them working in the field together. Yeah, that one with the two in the field, that's good.
Have you tweaked the textures or something? Because that bonnet looks really good.
No, just cause power, that's all.
You said you used my roof. How did you get onto that?
I took it off. So I took because you've got it split on the 5600 already.
Yeah.
Which is nice and easy. And then I just took the 5600 because it had it there, so I just took that into Blender and just chopped the roof bit off that I didn't want, and the same with the interior on both of them in Blender. I just got rid of the bits that I didn't want.
Oh, okay.
Same on the 7700 as well. So both the 6600 and the 7700s have all got sunroofs working on them.
Because with the 66, obviously you had the cab. Was it the cab or just the roof? I can't remember.
It's the whole cab. You have the Visio cab or the standard cab, yeah.
But did it change the interior as well? I can't remember.
No, he'd used the same interior. Oh no, he'd used the same most of the interior. I think it was a slightly different dash, maybe. I can't remember now.
Because the 56 and the 77 actually have different interiors.
Yeah.
They're similar, but they are different in, well, the dash.
That Ola Henry one, actually, I was looking at it in Blender. I was surprised at how hacked about it was. It wasn't done very well, actually.
What, the cutting?
Yeah, awful. There was bits missing, bits floating, bits sticking out with missing faces, all sorts of places.
To be fair, that Massey was not easy to split due to the fact that the interior and exterior meshes are separate. Yeah, like you've got some of the exterior parts on the cab on the interior mesh.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
I don't know why Giants did it like that. I'm assuming they did all the body and had the cab separate, and then like they textured everything, and then forgot like the roof and stuff was part of that mesh.
Seems to be strange, isn't it?
And it's like, oh well, just stick it on that texture as well. Nobody will notice.
Isaac says uses high graphics and NVIDIA shaders.
The NVIDIA shaders. I always want to use those, but the problem is if I alt-tab out of the game, it stops them working. And then
My issue is I don't have an NVIDIA graphics card.
And
that is an issue.
I'd like one, but they're not available.
Ian said they're the same but different. Don't know what he's referring to.
Because I used the NVIDIA shaders, the Western Shore YouTube trailer video I did for it. The black and white bit at the beginning, and then the sort of 70s-ish effect in after that. That was all done with NVIDIA shaders.
You did a video trailer for it?
The release trailer for the map. On YouTube for Western Shore.
When did you do that?
When I first released the map.
If I watched it, it was so long ago I can't remember.
It's quite a while ago, so I'm pretty sure you watched it. If you didn't, I'm massively offended.
I don't recall any video. I remember the last videos you doing on like Cobra Real Life and
It's the last video I did on there,
West
so
Coast.
it's the last video, so
Or if you had watched it, it was so good that I completely forgot about it. That doesn't sound good, does it?
Oh, Sam, your yard is just a nightmare.
what you mean to move about enemy?
Yeah.
We're doing the Bakerloo line as it runs parallel to the main line. Because, you know, may as well one. And this is the same line I do in Train Sim. We're putting the same stops in.
I think I'm going to the right trigger, or the right place. Yeah!
Any Chiltern?
Right, sheep delivered for you, Sam.
Thank you, Eddie.
Yeah, Isaac says he has the alt tab issue as well.
The alt tab issue.
Yeah, with NVIDIA shapers. Shaper?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Shaders. Ugh.
yeah. It's
Talking
obviously
about
when you,
graphics shaders, mine does something when I load up a game, because you can get it to recognise games, and when it does, it's like the colour toning of the screen changes. I don't really think it's a shader, but some sort of colour correction goes on.
not sure.
Just noticed it the other day when I loaded up something and closed it down as it was loading. Saw that the screen had sort of changed to a more reddish shift.
It could be then. Don't know.
I had a bit of an idea, Sam, with the straw and
Oh.
hay.
Dangerous occupation. Ideas.
Instead of just getting rid of them or selling them for peanuts, but making
Yeah.
them into compost.
Yeah, it could do. Do like
See,
a
Wayne had an idea earlier and suggested it to Ian, and he got told where to find it.
yeah, it could do. But it means preparing that on fuel then, but
Well, yeah, but
not the end of the world. Could do it as a winter thing. Go and spread compost on all our arable fields, maybe. Could do. See how we go, I suppose. I mean, if you know, the beauty is we most of them are, all the ones that will perish are undercover at the moment anyway, so they can just stay there and we can sort them out as we want to. Then
yeah.
there's no real rush on those, and then
I was just waiting for a rebuttal that time.
but yeah, I don't think there's anything that's we're going to worry about really too much. We just do it as and when we want to. We changed it now so that only the well, it's actually not winter that gets rid of windrows, it's the snow. If once there's a snowfall, once there's one layer of snow on the ground, it will get rid of any windrows then.
Right, mate, don't want to put that there. Oh, I'm losing the plot. Any
Again?
idea who the Fleming bailiff belongs to?
In the shop, yeah, it was mine originally. I sold it to Sham, but I forgot to change the ownership of it. So it's still, I think, to mine, but
It was yours the entire time.
technically, yeah. So I was paying for your upkeep on it, all like £6 every week. But yeah, you can sell it if you want to, and just I'll
Claim the money.
yeah, claim the money. Have the money for as payment for doing the sheep.
If you insist. It'll pay for my speeding fine.
I know, I got one using the lorry as well. Yeah, I said to Jacob just before we switched the servers, I'd already paid Jacob for the lorry from the estate and brought it back to the estate so that it could be used by anyone then.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole reason we had it in the first place, was to allow people to use a lorry to do bulk transport quicker.
The only
So,
thing we need now is a tipper.
Yeah, I didn't buy the default one because I was gonna do a mod, find a decent mod one that was a bit more UK-ish,
Yeah.
but I have yet to sit down and find one that looks proper UK-ish. So.
I'll be
There is
honest,
one.
there is one. I
There is
can't
one
remember.
that Thermos Stu did up, which is he did it in like a frontier style, grain style, with like the people's faces on the side. I've always wanted one a bit like the is it Frauenhauf or whatever ones they're called,
Yeah.
with the like the metal ones with like the sort of the ribbed sides.
Yeah, that's what I think of when I think of grain tray.
Yeah, that's more classic grain tray for me, but I've never seen one of those for Farm Sim.
There was that blue thing from 15 which was converted.
Yeah.
What about the one that you've put in the port and stuff?
That's from FS11, that is.
I know it's donkey
Got a
years
wall.
old, but
Yeah, it might do up, I suppose. I don't know. I just have to see well, I can do the mod.
I remember seeing that as I had those on my fleet of trucks for the 13 on console.
yeah,
Yeah, it was it 11 or was it 13?
13.
It
13,
definitely
yeah.
came in with the truck in 13. I don't know whether it was in the game before.
So it was a Giants model then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be too bad. It'd just be a bit more simple, I suppose. But I'll have to look for lorry trays, see what's around. Might have a look on 19, see if there's anything decent for 19. Not as much UK stuff on 19 though. It's pretty funny. Somebody said on Giants forum today, I'm not sure if I get much play of it because I realised that the game is predominantly made for the US market and not the European market. I was like, what? It's like, you do realise this forum spends half its time where all the North American players complain that the game isn't North American enough. You talk about tram lines, you guys.
Throws a curveball.
Yeah, it's like that's gonna get you not late.
We do need more UK style kit.
There's hardly anyone making any. That's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that Peter J is taking his time converting his Massey's, making it out like it's some sort of new mod.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the MF200 series. I'm like, wait, that's the one you released in 17, which was modelled in 15, right? All you've done is added UDIN. It's like, now I know what goes into making the 19 mod.
Yeah.
He's sort of taken the cherry.
I think there's quite a number of models doing that for 19 though.
Making it out like it's a lot harder task than it actually is.
Yeah.
If I get 2,500 litres of fuel, can the estate claim or reimburse me for it?
Yeah, I can claim that. All right.
Thank you.
Right, let's load up Origin. Get this Star Wars on the go.
Are you on Souls now?
Yeah, do Star Wars, won't you? When you're ready, don't worry.
I've just got to
Don't
window
interrupt your entrepreneurial skills in NIMBY.
Well, it's not technically entrepreneurial because I'm just copying existing railways. Although, to be honest, I put all the children lines in with the realistic services. I haven't done realistic timing because I can't be bothered to do the timetables for each individual train, and there's 31 of them. But it's running the correct spacing between trains. And it's actually profitable.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting it to be profitable because running trains is notoriously not profitable, as British Rail found out. But I'm actually making money.
There you go.
10 grand that line, 17, 27, 51, 5 grand, 40 grand, 70 grand on the main line, 46 grand, 30 grand, 5 grand, 34 grand, 61 grand, and 3.
The money's automatically been deducted from my account. It's about 2,750 quid
Tuesday.
ish.
Okay. Remind me tomorrow then, and I'll hop on
Yeah,
and
I'll remind you.
just watching an advert on your Twitch stream to get you some extra time.
That's very Very kind of you. Thank you, sir.
Get this final bit of tracking. Fill the gap between the stations.
Are there any plans to put the modded Manitou back on the server at all?
I can do. It was a. I think it did. It had an issue where it was causing a glitch. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember if we fixed it or not. Typical FBM mod. It's always a bit buggy and glitchy about the way they done it.
Didn't they break something on it compared to the standard one?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. We fixed it partially, but I don't know if we fixed it completely.
I mean, the inside camera was weird. And that little screen which that guy, I mean, I think he's passed away now. But the guy who did all those IC mod converts, Bone Crusher, wasn't it? Bone Crusher?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but he always added that little screen in, or the option to add loads of screens to his mods, and I never understood why. It just looked horrible.
Yeah. Full of decal textures with no bitmap, so everything was like really grainy.
Don't want to speak ill of the dead and stuff, but...
No. Right. I suppose we could leave your stream. Don't worry, you don't want me and Adam shouting Star Wars stuff on your stream, Crumble, do you? So we'll go and leave you in peace.
Fair enough.
Seems like there's Crumble driving along, and it's like, get the stormtrooper, get him!
I hate Jedi, they're so OP!
You're not my father!
Bubble!
I'll catch you later, bud. Right,
Yeah,
I'll catch you.
I forgot to save. No!
Oops.
Oh,
Never
it
mind.
has got auto save, so hopefully I haven't lost too much.
Yeah,
See you, Crumble.
Yeah, catch you later, mate. Yeah, I'll take this tanker back, and then that'll be me done for tonight as well. I'll do a load of raking tomorrow, make a load of bales and get them wrapped. Money. I'll have to plump out some digestate as well. Oh dear me. Well, at least we're going to make oodles and oodles of money. Can't complain at that, can we? I'll be a good boy, I won't go into no entry. As tempting as it may be. Will this fit in that gap? Let's find out, shall we? The answer to that is no. But we can put it around this way just to be annoying. He says we can put it around this way and then, yeah. Don't worry, I'll get it there. I'm still annoyed that I sold them bales before they were silage. That's a bit better. Whee! Back to the farm, fill this up, and jobs are good. So much for starting third cut, but hey ho. It's been a bit of a weird one tonight, ain't it? Yeah, catch you later, Isaac. Oh god, we'll crash into the wall and then we'll fill it up. Oh dear. Do, 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 do. Forward, Numdy. Numdy? Numdy. Media word's good. Oh dear. Right. Parked up safe and sound. So we'll end it here for tonight. Hopefully be back on Saturday for some more fun and games. So I shall talk to you all then. Thanks for watching, peeps, and see you all again soon. Bye.